Hello, I'm Mark Donovan, President of the Boilermaker Road Race, and I would like to personally welcome you to the first ever, and let's be brutally honest here, hopefully last, virtual version of the Saranac post-race party. When we had to transition the Boilermaker to the world of virtual events, our goal was to try and do as much as we could in order to make it as traditional as possible. As you well know, the iconic Saranac post-race party is the biggest and the best in the road racing industry. So it's both appropriate and ironic for it to become the first to be held virtually as well. Being the first, we are flying without a net, knowing that Boilermaker Nation will have our back. To that end, this program will have music and celebrate the achievements of the 2020 virtual Boilermaker participants. These participants include over 20 wheelchair athletes and members of our armed forces serving overseas. All told, they joined us from 47 states and 9 countries. And of course, we celebrate the unyielding spirit of the Boilermaker. So please, grab your favorite Saranac beverage, turn up the volume to 11, sit a spell, and enjoy the party.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, who saved us, that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, Boilermaker Nation. This is Captain Nick Tito Hanna, F-16 pilot from last year's Flyover and a proud Utican. While I'll be putting my 15K in virtually from New Mexico this year, I want to remind everyone to stay healthy and keep moving so we can get back together again in 2021. You can bet I'll be there whether it's on the course or in the air. Good luck, runners.
Hi, I'm Earl Reed, founder of the Utica Boilermaker Road Race. This has certainly been a unique year for the road race, and the fact that we didn't have it the second Sunday in July. And why do we have the Boilermaker? I think the biggest thing I learned is self-esteem. We want people, I'm particularly talking about the 15K race, they have to go out and train for it. And I always felt that after they ran the race, had a couple of beers at the brewery, and they were on their way home, and they said, you know what, I accomplished something today, and I feel good about myself. That's the best thing in the world, that we're raising self-esteem, because the 15K is it's a hard race. So particularly that hill coming up by Utica College. And the point was, we want people to train, to finish it, and feel good about themselves. And in this day and age, it's particularly important to do that. I hope we'll see everybody next year. Once again, I wish everybody good health, and I appreciate what's happening in September. And boy, we'll see you the second Sunday in July. Thank you.
I was roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I could use somebody. Your turn, come on. You know that I could, yeah. Someone like Bob Salisbury Hill, I can see the city lights. Wind was blowing, time stood still. Eagle flew out of the night. He was something to observe. He came close, I heard a voice, standing, stretching out the nerve. Had to listen, had no choice. I did not believe. I tried to tell you so, yes, I did. But I guess you didn't know. As I say, the story goes, baby, now I got the flow, 'cause I knew it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'm kind of buzzed, and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the tracks when the olds go back. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. All hands are in the air, and waving from there to there.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we're in our zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Room on lock the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes.
I was told a friend of mine, said a woman had hurt but you loved him so. Turn around, let him go. Easy to be to watch yourself, or you're gonna get hurt yourself. Someone will tell you lies, cut you down inside. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. What if I love you, baby? Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Someday I might need you, honey.
And I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches to get to what's real. Come on, sing it with me. So can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you see. Can't you see what I mean? Oh. Might as well jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump.
One of the pillars on which the Boilermaker stands is corporate partnership. And for over 40 years, the race has enjoyed tremendous support from local, regional, and national partners, and it cannot be overstated how important that support has been in making Utica one of the premier destinations in road racing. This year has been unpredictable, and certainly not what any of us signed up for, and that includes our sponsors. So to all the businesses who stuck with us and continue to believe in the Boilermaker's mission of making our community a better and healthier place, we thank you. And to our runners, I urge you, please support those who continue to support our community.
Hi, I'm Fred Matt, proud sponsors of the Utica Boilermaker since the very beginning. And this year, unfortunately, we aren't having a Boilermaker, which means no big party, no big race. And for us, that's not so much fun. However, next year we'll be back with a bigger and better race. And this year we have the virtual race. So please join us in the virtual 15K. It'll be fun. And at the end, get our 15K. Thanks for being part of the race. See you soon.
Hi, Ron Passafero, president of ECR International, home of the Utica Boilermakers. Hey, we're going to miss you this year in person, but we're going to be virtually running the 43rd Boilermaker. We look forward to hosting you all back on the 44th. Have a great run. Remember, it's all about us and our health and well-being. So have a great run. Look forward to seeing you next July.
Hi, I'm Randy Van Wagner, president of Mohawk Valley Community College. MVCC is proud and fortunate to be a gold sponsor of the Boilermaker and support our community's greatest event. Like everyone, we were sad to not have the live event go on as planned this year, and we certainly missed not getting to play host to our community for the Boilermaker Expo, as we have for the past several years in our Robert Jorgensen Athletic and Event Center. We know it was a difficult decision to go virtual, but one made for the right reasons with everyone's best interests in mind. I'm not surprised to hear of the great response to the 2020 virtual Boilermaker, and I'm proud to be a participating member of our MVCC Corporate Cup team this year. COVID-19 has made the power of community more important than ever, which is why we all need to do our part to make sure that the 2021 Boilermaker is able to run live, together as one Boilermaker nation.
Hello, I'm Jim Stasitis, race director of the Boilermaker Road Race. Whether you ran the streets of Utica or in your own neighborhood, you have accomplished something special and historic. You have finished the first and what we hope will be the last virtual Boilermaker. I'd like to personally congratulate you and thank you for sticking with us through these trying times. While the running world has gone virtual, we were able to have one very special in-person event this year. With the help of the Wheelchair Committee and their sponsors, Citron Healthcare and NBT Bank, the Wheelchair Challenge was held on August 30th. With 2 participants we knew we could pull this event off safely. Now here is how the challenge works. If the wheelchair athlete finishes the 9.3-mile course in their everyday chair within 2 hours and 30 minutes, they will be presented with a custom-fit racing chair. This is just another way that the Boilermaker gives back and helps fulfill our mission of improving the health and fitness of the community through distance running and wheeling. I hope you all had a fun run and made the best of this unprecedented situation. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you next year in person at the Expo, start and finish lines, and especially the Saranac post-race party, where we'll have a real celebration. In the meantime, take care, be safe, and stay well. Thank you.
Oh, come on, ooh, yeah. Well, I tried to tell you so, but I guess you didn't know. As I say, the story goes, baby, now I got the flow, 'cause I knew it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'm real. You lied to me. All those times I said that I love you. You lied to me. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. You lied to me. Even though you know I died for you. You lied to me. Yes, I cried. Yes, I cried. Return of the back. It is. Return of the back. Come on. Return of the back. Oh my God. You know that I'll be back. Here I am. Return of the back. Once again. Return of the back. Bump up the world. Return of the back. Watch my flow. You know that I'll be back. Here I go. So I'm back up in the game. One of things to keep a swing. Letting all the people know that I'm back to run the show. 'Cause what you did, you know was wrong. And all the nasty things you've done. So baby, let's take care of me when I sing my comeback song. You lied to me. 'Cause she said she never turned on me. You lied to me. But you did what you do. You lied to me. All these things you say I never feel. You lied to me. But I do, do. Return of the back. It is. Return of the back. Hold on. Return of the back. Don't you know? You know that I'll be back. Here I go. Return of the back. Oh, little girl. Return of the back. Watch my pearl. Return of the back. Up and down. You know that I'll be back. Round and round. You lied to me. 'Cause she said she never turned on me. You lied to me. But you did what you do. You lied to me. And all these things you say I never fail. You lied to me. But I do, do. Return of the back. It is. Return of the back. Come on. Return of the back. Oh my God. You know that I'll be back. Here I am. Return of the back. Once again. Return of the back. Pump up the world. Return of the back. Watch my flow. You know that I'll be back. Here I go. Return of the back. It is. Return of the back. Hold on. Return of the back. Don't you know? You know that I'll be back. Here I go. Return of the back. Oh, little girl. Return of the back. Watch my pearl. Return of the back. Up and down. You know that I'll be back. Round and round. Return of the back. Yes, it is.
Return of the Mac.
Yes, it is.
You know that I'll be back.
Come on.
So I'm here for the Boilermaker. No one's here. They didn't invite me. I know. The virtual. It's going to be the best virtual going on. The Boilermaker to the city of Utica is like Christmas for everybody. It's the greatest thing that has ever happened. I am so excited that next year, 2021, is going to be the best Boilermaker ever. I'm here with the party. I don't have the beer, but next year I'm going to have the beer, and we're going to celebrate the Boilermaker 2021, the best ever. See you then.
While this year's Boilermaker looks a little different than past events, Ball Corporation is proud to sponsor this time-honored tradition in our community for the 4th year in a row. We take pride in encouraging future generations to explore STEM opportunities, which is why we are honored to once again serve as the sole sponsor for this year's Boilermaker School Challenge. During this challenging time, we proudly stand beside our customers, our employees, and the greater Rome Utica community. Together, we will make it across the finish line. We look forward to seeing you in person next year.
My name is Christine Pandolf, and I am the Community Outreach Director and Marketing Coordinator at the Boilermaker Road Race. Like everything else in 2020, our community outreach initiatives had to change gears and head down an alternate path. We were thrilled that we were able to include our charity bid program, which has raised over $600,000 for local nonprofits since its inception in the virtual Boilermaker. This year's nonprofit partner organizations encountered significant fundraising challenges while facing increasing needs from the people they serve. These organizations got creative with their promotion of the charity bid program and how their team would plan their run. A great example is Griffin's Guardians, whose mission is to provide support and financial assistance to children battling cancer in our region. They mapped out their own course in Syracuse, New York, in a manner where they could safely start the run together, while the runners' families were spread out along the course, cheering them on. The organization sent the families art supplies to create signs to cheer on their runners. Unfortunately, our Kids in Training after-school program was negatively impacted with the closing of schools in March and will not be positioned to be offered this fall. However, we pivoted and developed the Boilermaker Virtual Summer Camp, a free self-directed 6-week training program for kids that families could do over the summer months. Over 400 kids from kindergarten through high school participated and had weekly activities and a virtual run at the end to keep them active and motivated. Our Boilermaker Garden Initiative typically engages local youths to learn the benefits of gardening and healthy eating habits. Sadly, due to COVID-19 concerns, we were not able to offer that to our community this summer. However, between our Boilermaker staff and volunteers, our garden once again produced several hundred pounds of fresh produce that was shared with our neighbors and one of our local food pantries for the homeless. Like many of you, we look forward to 2021 with great hope that our programs will be able to resume in their traditional ways. Until then, stay safe and keep running.
The Boilermaker is an iconic community event that promotes a healthy lifestyle while focusing on fun and family. This year's race is one that we won't soon forget. Congratulations to all of the runners who participated this year. You're the reason the spirit of the Boilermaker lives on. At Utica National, we're proud to sponsor the Utica National 5K Road Race and the Utica National Kids Run. While we're thankful that the Boilermaker was able to continue virtually, we're looking forward to being together again next year. Stay safe, everyone.
Hi, I'm Cindy Dardano, Volunteer Director for the Boilermaker. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our over 4,000 volunteers who continue to amaze me year after year with loyalty and hard work. Even though you were not physically here this year, I know you were here in spirit. I've learned that volunteering isn't about time spent, it's all about heart. And your heartfelt commitment to the Boilermaker shows every time you volunteer. All of us at the Boilermaker office thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your continued support and commitment, because without you, there would be no race. So let's put this year behind us and move on to 2021. Now it is my pleasure to announce the 2020 Peter DiStefano Volunteer of the Year Award. Peter, or Coach D as he was lovingly called, worked the finish line and stayed until the very last runner crossed. Sadly, he passed away in 1988, but this award continues his legacy of the true volunteer spirit. This year's honoree is Debbie Bray. With her winning smile and never say no attitude, Debbie has been a Boilermaker volunteer for over 20 years. She has performed every task imaginable, from stuffing packets to cleaning tables, to tagging merchandise and folding shirts, to decorating for parties and pouring beer at Saranac Thursdays. Debbie is currently the coordinator of the sponsor breakfast, which is held on race morning. Prior to this, Debbie was a longtime member of the Start Line Committee. She can also be found assisting her husband Don Bray, official Boilermaker photographer, at various events. Debbie's efforts and dedication embody the spirit that makes the Boilermakers so special. Thank you, Debbie Bray, 2020 Volunteer of the Year.
Hello, Boilermaker runners, sponsors, volunteers, and friends. My name is Mark Dembro, and I'm the Assistant Race Director for the Boilermaker Road Race. And this year I have the honor of presenting the Les Diven Award. Les Diven was a longtime sports reporter for the Observer-Dispatch and the Daily Press who had a passion for this area and, of course, the Boilermaker. Each year we present the Les Diven Award to a member of the local media who exemplifies Les's enthusiasm. It's no surprise then that this year's honoree is Dave Didyak. After 40 years with the Observer-Dispatch and a total of 47 years in the newspaper business, Dave retired this past May. His journalistic contributions to the community have been so vast they took up multiple pages of the OD in his retirement farewell. Dave's connection and commitment to the Boilermaker runs deep as well. From the media perspective, his coverage of our organization was truly outstanding. He will always be remembered for his annual Boilermaker message on the op-ed page, where he encouraged our community to prepare to shine in front of and welcome the thousands of visitors from around the world to Utica and the Mohawk Valley. From a volunteer perspective, Dave has served in many leadership roles on the Boilermaker Committee, mostly associated with the Boilermaker Expo. He has made volunteering for the Boilermaker a multi-generation Didyak family tradition, and he continues to participate in the committee run and honors America with his playing of the national anthem on his trumpet at the 15K start line. Dave, congratulations and thank you from the community and your Boilermaker family.
Some won't tell you lies, cut you down to size. Don't do me like that, don't do me like that. But if I love you, baby, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, don't do me like that. Someday I might need your heart, don't do me like that. 'Cause baby, can't you see, baby, you buried me. If you're in public, give someone else a try. And you should really watch your step, or you're gonna get hurt yourself. Someone will tell you lies, cut you down to size. Don't do me like that, don't do me like that. But if I love you, baby, don't do me like that, don't do me like that. Someday I might need your heart, don't do me like that. Somewhere deep down inside, someone is saying love doesn't last that long. I got a feel inside, I got a day, baby, can't take it no more. 'Cause baby, can't you see, baby, you'll bury me. If you're in the public eye, give me someone else to try. And you shouldn't really watch your step, or you're gonna get hurt yourself. Someone will tell you lies, cut you down to size. Don't do me like that, don't do me like that. But if I love you, baby, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, don't do me like that. Someday I might need your heart, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, don't do me like that. But if I love you, baby, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Someday I might need your heart.
Hi everyone, I'm Catherine Switzer, and for many years I was the only woman road runner in upstate New York. But from its very creation, the Utica Boilermaker welcomed women and gave them a stage. Not just the best women, all women. Now 58% of all the runners in the United States are women, and we have to thank the Utica Boilermaker in a big way for helping make that happen. Thank you all. Have a great time.
Hi, I'm Bill Rogers. I won the 1983 Boilermaker Road Race. Very proud to have won that race. Very sad not to be able to take part this year along with you. Thousands of runners, walkers, the people of Utica. I want to salute the Boilermaker people who started the race, Earl, Tim Reed, Paul Tartaro, but also Paul Oddie and his family, everyone who's part of the race that makes the Boilermaker great. Let's not let the virus stop us.
Hi, I'm Roger Robinson. For 30 years, I've been writing and speaking about the Boilermaker and praising it for the way it makes history, and especially the way it makes history by contributing to the wider community in Utica and beyond. This year, it's making history again with the first virtual Boilermaker and with the world's greatest virtual party. Enjoy the party, stay safe, see you next year.
do it. It's Sunday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach to my 40 and I turn it up. Doesn't need a driver to the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money over my head. If they're so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and my guys they can die. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So chip up, pick up, and throw your hands up. Let me hear the body say, I'm kind of buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the tracks when the olds go back. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. All hands are in the air. And waving from there to there. You're an OG Mac, I wanna be playing. See, the hood's been good to me ever since I was a lowercase G. But now I'm a big G. The girls here got the money, $100 bills out. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know that I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6'4", 6'4". Whatever it is, the party's underway. So sip up, pick up, and throw your hands up. Let me hear the body say, I'm kind of buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got my...
Hi, I'm Oneida County Executive Anthony Picenti. For the first time in more than 40 years, the second Sunday in July was a quiet one here in Oneida County because our signature event, the Boilermaker Road Race, was not held due to the pandemic. But we were able to press on. And this year, as many of you have participated, and I'm so grateful that you did, we were able to complete a virtual Boilermaker. Thank you for participating this year. Thank you for being a part of a great event. And please, stay tuned and be a part of next year when our Boilermaker will be bigger than ever.
Hi, this is Senator Joe Griffo. The Boilermaker is one of the Mohawk Valley signature events, attracting thousands of competitors and fans to Utica and the region. It's a great weekend for family, fun, and fitness. While the traditional road race that we all know and love didn't take place this year, it's exciting to see that so many people have decided to participate virtually in this great community event. The spirit of the Boilermaker, despite the challenges we all face, continues to motivate and inspire all of us to make a commitment to overcome and to be successful. I hope that everyone enjoyed taking part in his or her own virtual Boilermaker this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in person at next year's race.
Hi, I'm Eve Vanderwall, Regional President for Excelis Blue Cross Blue Shield. We are proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Boilermaker 15K Road Race. Our partnership with the Boilermaker is a natural fit. Both organizations were founded on and continue to champion better health and strong communities. While the race was different this year, your continued participation says a great deal about our communities. We're glad you're here, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
This year, we asked runners to create and share their unique virtual Boilermakers across the world. We called these mini-makers. Safe, self-directed races run alone or in small groups of family and friends, making use of creative courses, finish lines, and post-race celebrations. Well, Boilermaker Nation did not disappoint. You've already seen photos of many of these mini-makers, but what follows are our favorites, which have earned each of these submissions complimentary entry into the 2021 Boilermaker. From makeshift finish lines on mountaintops, beaches, and sidewalks, to handcrafted awards and homemade program books, it was equally inspiring and entertaining to see the ingenuity, passion, and fun you exercised in keeping the Boilermaker spirit alive. For that, we thank you.
Here we go. He wakes up in the morning, does his teeth bite to eat, and he's rolling. Never changes a thing. The weekends, the week begins to shape things. We look at each other, wondering what the other is thinking, but we never say a thing. And these crimes between us grow deeper. Take these chances, place them in their box until they quieter time lies down, move up and
All of us here at the Boilermaker hope that you enjoyed tonight's virtual version of the iconic Saranac post-race party. We owe a debt of deep gratitude to so many in Boilermaker Nation. Those who chose to participate in the virtual Boilermaker or chose to donate their registration fee. And of course, to our corporate partners. As always, to the extent you can, please support those who support us. All of their selfless choices this year have been a tremendous help to the organization during these uncertain times. We would also like to take a minute to thank all of those who contributed to the creation of this program. As I said earlier, as we look to adapt and try to deliver a semblance of tradition in a non-traditional way, we were flying without a net, not knowing how this would turn out. We are grateful that you chose to take the leap with us. It should go without saying, but a gentle reminder that COVID-19, which has taken so much from so many, above and beyond the 2020 Boilermaker, is still a risk. Right now, the only tools in our toolbox are things we can each control. Washing our hands, practicing social distancing, and when that's not possible, wearing a face covering. If we want to be able to get back to normal in 2021 and cross the finish line together, each of these things are the least we can do. In the meantime, stay safe, stay positive, long may you run, and remember, our love will not fade away.
long